What's up, guys? Welcome to Waka Motorsports. This is our first video in a little while. We have been busy working on the car. Let's jump right in, get a huge update on what's happened so far with the 24 Hours of Lemons Race Civic. All right, so as always, let's get it out of the way. If you can, hit like, hit subscribe. Would really appreciate it. There has been a lot that has happened with the car from the last video until now. I've recorded a ton of stuff, haven't had a lot of time to edit, and I'm finally catching back up now. So here we go. All right, so at the suggestion of one of the Waka team members, we decided to use our thermal imaging gun and check the temperature of each of the headers. This is a good way to figure out if there's something wrong while the engine is running. Kind of gives you an idea if it's not getting up to temperature or it's not as hot as the other cylinders, you know there's a problem. We were lucky, all these pretty much read within a few degrees of each other. So the motor looks to be in pretty good shape. We had some small issues around the car, and we took this opportunity, especially after ripping off the front end, to go back in and re-weld certain parts of the car. We again took some scrap and cut it down.
We need this piece.
Right here, I'm actually cutting a piece of metal to be placed on the firewall. One of the requirements for the 24 Hours of Lemons is there being no openings on the firewall to the engine compartment, and they want that completely secure.
In there.
Shout out to the mad scientist for a banging lunch. Figured I'd throw this in. I don't include these enough. He makes some really good sandwiches. Keeps us going. A little beer and a sandwich.
I didn't want to waste my time sandblasting them and powder coating them.
You don't have to.
I hope not.
Nah.
Okay, good. This fits in the hole. Actually, no. This one goes through here. This fits in the hole, and then that's what keeps it from pulling in and out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing at some point they had a rattle. Look at this fucking end.
Nice.
I cleaned it up with a file. It doesn't fit that badly, but if I can't get these things to adjust, there's no sense having them.
So they don't adjust at all?
I can't get them to move, but it's been sitting for 2 days with penetrating fluid, and I'm hoping that you can help me hold one side and I can move the other side. Okay?
Yeah. All right. So the coilovers that were on the car, as you might have just heard, they do not work properly anymore. They've kind of seized up, and we can't adjust them. With that, we need to adjust some of the height due to the wheel and tires we're going to run, and just the fact that there were wheel and tires on the car that were rubbing. We couldn't get them adjusted, and we worked on these for a while. The current suspension setup is really not ideal for us. We really needed to be able to adjust the height a little bit. We were trying whatever we could to get these things just to move. Ultimately, we were not successful, and it became pretty apparent to us we were going to need to go in a different direction in terms of suspension. But for now, we're going to put these back on the car and I guess try and find another way to get different suspension on the car. Right here, we actually have the upper control arms. They're adjustable. The previous owner, or one of the owners, put these on. They're not in the best of shape, but for now, again, one thing at a time, we're just going to get the suspension back on and I guess touch base on this a little later. You can see where the wheels were rubbing inside the fender. Lots of contact marks.
Jack up the front end.
So, the mad scientist and I were going to put the broken coilovers back on for now.
Oh, look at that, baby.
We have a very limited budget, and we do not have it in our current budget to worry about suspension. So, though this is not a great ride height or camber setup, that's just kind of what we're going to have to deal with, at least for the short term. Hopefully, before we go racing, we're able to remedy this problem and get some sort of fix installed. But again, this is where we're at. Got to make the best of a crappy situation.
I'm gonna catch you.
Here is the tow hook. The vehicle needs a front and rear tow hook to be installed. Here is the rear one. I picked it up offline, pretty cheap. Most of the Hondas actually have a built-in tow hook, as you can see here on the bottom.
It's gonna go like that.
This is to kind of extend the rear tow hook a bit, make it easier for anybody that needs to tow our car for whatever reason.
Yep. We have a toe with an arrow down to that.
Yep. And with the tow hook installed, kind of just out of boredom, decided to paint a little toe emblem. This is probably not the final mock-up, but we figured we would just kind of test our skills. Again, not great. Not gonna stay. Car's gonna get painted, but kind of wanted to see what it would look like and give it a shot. As I peel the tape off. That's it. Nothing too crazy. Toe.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today. We have a lot more to go. I'm at my time limit. Make sure to hit like, hit subscribe. Would really appreciate it. Leave a comment below on anything you want. Literally anything. Just, comment. Say something. If you've watched this long into the video, you might as well comment. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, peace.
Can't ever get this to stay. What the ridiculous. Come on, man. Don't bullshit me. Huh? Fucking thingy. Yes, there you go. There we go. There I got it.